I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're unveiling the secrets to enhancing your love life with longer lasting mastery, a practical guide for men and women to prolonging their lovemaking by Tatiana Perera. This is an enlightening book that dives deep in how mastering your energy can transform your intimate relationships, improve your overall well-being, and slow the aging process. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight, and we ask viewers like you to support writers like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her important book. The links are below this interview. Tatiana, great to see you here today on Spotlight.
Thank you very much, Brad.
Tell me a little bit about the book. Give us an overview of what it's about and what the folks will find inside the pages.
Well, I think there's a bit of a summary in the beginning that outlines the fact that it's 10 levels of energy. When people think about energy, they usually think about the physical part, or maybe the emotional part, or maybe the mental part. But the book is about 10 levels, which is physical, mental, emotional, conscious, subconscious, health and fitness, male sexuality, female sexuality, and the last one, the most important one, our divine state. And I've written about all of them because I practice on all of those levels.
Yeah. So you need to have each one of those houses in order to have the type of
100%.
energy to have a long-lasting, long-lived life, right?
Well, it's not just long-lived and healthy. It's to be healthy on all of those levels means to be open on all of those levels to oneself. Because whatever we don't have for ourselves, we cannot share that with another person.
Yeah. Your book does talk about prolonging lovemaking, and I think that's a goal for a lot of couples. Tell us what kind of advice the folks at home will find within the pages about that.
Well, I teach people and I talk about how to connect up with the energy within them. Usually what we do with what we call our sexual energy, we restrict it just to the genital area, okay? But because men use sex to release stress, which means stress, release, the rest of their body slowly becomes disconnected. That's disconnected from themselves, okay? Women don't use sex to release stress unless they're working with all corporate, a lot of males, okay? Women usually use, drum roll, retail therapy.
Okay. They go shopping to relieve stress.
Well, the point about that is, and the reason I'm answering the question this way, is because that is the wow, like, wow, look at this, look at my shoes, look at my new handbag, look at my new hair, you know, I've now done my eyebrows, oh, look at my nails. So women all have this moment, whereas the moment for men is usually just from their genital area. Unless men are like you, presenter, like artistic men, men who are involved in charity, and men who are involved in nature. Those people are more connected to their heart. So in my book, I open up that method of how to connect to the heart. So I'm going to tell you very, very quickly the examples that I use about that, okay? Let's say you, because I'm speaking to you, or any of the viewers who might be listening, imagine you are going with your significant other to visit a friend. And that friend or that family member has got a little child of 7 or 8, right? And you walk into that place, and of course the little child knows you, and the little child runs up to you and goes, uncle or auntie, I've got to show you my new little puppy. Okay? So the little girl or the little boy runs up to uncle or auntie and shows them the cute little puppy. And the lady who's with you will stroke the little puppy's head and go, oh, look at that. Oh, cute little puppy. How does the guy respond? Nice dog.
Yeah.
Okay? So nice
Exactly.
dog comes from the head.
Right.
Oh, comes from the heart.
Right.
So I connect and tell people how to make that connection with your heart.
Mm.
Okay. We can do without a lot of organs in our body very comfortably.
Right.
Okay. We can easily survive and live comfortably without a kidney,
Right.
sometimes a lung, unfortunately, sometimes half a brain. People
Right.
can be in a coma for 3 or 4 years. But you try 1 second to go without your heart.
Yeah.
So our heart is our main power.
Yeah.
I help and teach and talk to people and clients how to maintain and have that connection with their heart and keep it up more
Mm.
by doing things like what I started to tell you about with going kayaking, going for walks, going for bicycle ride with groups.
Yeah.
Here in Australia, we say, oh, I love surfing, for example. Right. Or some people say, I love mountain climbing. So all of those, whatever they are, I love is all coming from the heart.
Yeah.
Now, the more you connect it to the heart, that's where that whole sexuality comes into play, where you're connected up with your heart. That way you connect better with your partner. What connection you do not have with yourself, you cannot share that.
Yeah.
And women are looking for the connection the guy has with his heart, with his soft side, with his caring, with his understanding, with his empathy, and all of that comes from the heart. I'm not talking about emotions.
Mm.
Emotions come from the stomach, and
Right.
that's worry, concern, it's anger, guilt, disdain, all of those things, embarrassment, feeling upset, butterflies in your stomach, that's all the stomach. And that's why when people are having all of those fluttering feelings in their stomach, that's why sometimes they have a stomach upset, or they've got a sore stomach, or they can't eat. And it's all to do with emotions most of the time.
Wonderful information. What's a good first step or first steps that readers can take to begin applying the techniques that you outline in your book?
To find something that they can put their heart into, an interest. Like, for example, when I have male clients and they're like shut down, corporate guys, guys who are working in the construction, engineers and lawyers, they're usually very much disconnected. So I always ask them, what hobby do you have that you love that you'd like to do? And when they say, and a lot of them say they don't, then I say, go start doing yoga. Yoga connects you to your heart. Go and start walking your dog. Go and join a motorbike group or a cycling group. These are all of the ways in which you can start to have that connection. Start with that connection with yourself. When you find that connection with yourself, you'll have more of that, nice feeling for your partner. That's the way to start.
Exactly. Basically opening up your heart, doing things you love, getting
Yes.
into a mind frame and a practice of being loving, of being
That's right.
open, and of being
Yes.
intimate. When you see that puppy, oh, little cute baby, grab it and pet it, not just nice dog. Don't cut off your heart, basically, right?
So the loving has to come from within you,
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't know how to activate that. So
Right.
when a lot of guys go, oh, I'm not lasting very long, why is that? That's not usually the response from younger guys, teenagers, guys in their early 20s, because they're still full of passion, full of energy. But when guys have got their own business, they're, very concerned, very, a lot of things on, that stress, okay, is all they've got. And they've lost connection with that deeper, part of themselves. Why do people say, oh, I really need to get away? I need a holiday. I need to get away. Now, away from what? Well, it's not always your home. It's usually away from your thoughts, away from the mindset that's connected to all the worry and stress and concern. And that's why when people go on a holiday, they feel what? There's that refreshed feeling.
Exactly. Exactly. It's
So
all great advice. I'm
another
sorry.
example that I use very quickly,
Sure.
which is a very good one to keep in mind. I say, imagine you've booked a holiday, right?
Hmm.
And you wheel your suitcases into the reception. The girl at the desk gives you your key card, and off you go, trundle to your room or your suite, whatever that is. And you open the door to your room or your suite. You don't just plonk your bags down and say, "Where's the bar or where's the pool?" Hopefully not. You
Right.
open the door and you go, "Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the view. Look at this. Look at that." Now
Right.
that doesn't happen in the genital area.
Right. It
That
happens
happens
here.
in the heart. Now, this is that I'm trying to encourage everyone to recognize how important the heart connection is to the performance and sexuality and a connection with your partner in the bedroom.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great advice, great examples. The book is called Longer Lasting Mastery, a practical guide for men and women to prolonging their lovemaking. It is written by Tatiana Perera, and she will help you open up your heart to a better life, a better relationship, and a more loving relationship. Tatiana, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you, Brad. Bye.
Thanks so much. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.